That's where it's at.
The album, Where It's At, I guess the best way to describe it is it's where you are.
When Cowboys and Angels came out, I was a little bit nervous because we didn't have dates every weekend. And I'm going, wait a second, I've got a song on the radio and I'm not, you know, how am I going to keep a band? They're gonna leave me. And now they're begging for a day off. So you always hear these horror stories about the second album being tough, and for me it was easier than the first. I kind of knew what I was doing this time too, you know. So I wrote over 100 songs for this album. It was tough narrowing down. We literally took about a month to figure out what we were going to kick off. You know, from my first album to this second one, I've traveled the country and met so many different types of people and seen so many new landscapes that, as a songwriter, you soak all that in, and that's what comes out in my lyric and melodies.
Hold on tight, I'm about to show you one hell of a night.
I know they always say, pick the best songs, even if you didn't write them.
Right.
It's obviously what you did with this album, in your opinion?
That is it. You know, Garth Brooks told me, man, the only reason I'm here is because I've made myself make sure every time I'm recording the best song I can, whether I've written it or not. You know, some of the greatest songwriters in the world live here, and they were literally writing for my record, and that's a cool feeling, you know. And so I think you hear a song that you just can't turn off. You keep listening over and over again. That's a good sign. Actually, two of my favorite songs on the record, honestly, are Your Daddy's Boots and She Wants a Cowboy. There's some sort of weird magic between Tim Nichols and Josh Leo and myself. We actually write in the same room every time, on the same couches. We've written 5 songs. I've recorded 4 of them.
She wants a cowboy.
She Wants a Cowboy is kind of a tip of the hat to George Strait and Garth Brooks. I started thinking about my trips to these big cities and how out of place I feel sometimes. And I don't know if it was just thinking about Garth and George and those guys, but you know, how they can go to these big towns and you know, pretty much shut the place down and put on a show.
But I'm gonna have a hell of a time trying to fill your daddy's boots.
Does every country artist go into an album saying, man, I need a good wedding song on there?
We specifically wanted to write a song that had some substance to it, you know, that had some impact. I can remember going back to playing a lot of wedding receptions, you know, and I was beating around trying to get a record deal here in Nashville. You know, just watching the groom watch the bride and her dad dance was always kind of who I would pay attention to. And I started thinking about that, and then all of a sudden I said, wow, why don't we write a song from the groom's shoes, watching this dance, and that's what Your Daddy's Boots is about.
That's where it's at.
What was it about Where It's At that you knew this needs to be the title track, this needs to be the song?
It signifies a new chapter of music for me, because musically, it's something we haven't done yet. I wanted people to go, wow, this is new. This is new from him, and I think it has done that. And then by the time the album got done, I just felt like Where It's At was the name to call the album, because it truly is where I'm at in my life. You know, these songs are situations that have happened to me over the past few years, even the ones I didn't write. You know, and that's where I'm at in my life. That's how I figured I'd name it.